Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Average Asian Boys podcast. My name is John.
My name is Ray.
And recently, we are here in Vancouver, British Columbia. We are now in another wave of shutdowns.
You know, they say it's like a third wave, but I felt like the second wave never really left us.
Yeah, I don't know what a second wave.
I
didn't know there was a second wave.
No, there is definitely a second wave.
Oh, okay.
But it's apparently we're in a third wave now.
Apparently.
And this third wave consists of closing down all the the dine-in restaurants.
Yeah, so no one is allowed to eat in restaurants currently.
For a good few weeks too. So I think all the way until maybe April 20th or 19th or so.
Okay, so so that's a few weeks, and hopefully it stays that way. But
hopefully,
we'll see.
Vaccines are on the way, and right now, but you know things are still pretty dangerous.
Which means we will not be taking a date out to McDonald's anytime soon.
That's right. So no first dates at McDonald's, which is a shame, really.
Which really is a shame.
A real shame. But you know, other than that, there's still online dating, right? And that's kind of what we want to talk about today.
That's right. That's today's topic, the exciting world of online dating.
Go stepping into that virtual bar and then seeing that virtual person and then swiping on them virtually and then walking on them.
And hoping that they're real.
Hoping that they're real and not a scam. Trying to take money away from you with their ruggedly good looks.
What? I'm not swiping on dudes. Okay. What?
I mean,
ruggedly. Who describes girls as ruggedly good looks?
I don't know. Sometimes it can be like, that's a ruggedly good look, and nobody says that. Okay.
What?
All right, never mind.
I don't know.
Never mind that.
Maybe our viewers will let us know if this is a thing. But I've never heard of a woman being described for her rugged good looks.
All right, that's fine. Charming young women with great looks who could potentially catfish you.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
right.
So I was just telling Ray that recently that in my foray into online dating, so there's a lot of like bots and scams and a lot of bullshit out there, right?
So much.
And most of the time it's pretty easy to like tell that it's just a bot.
To most people, they're probably preying on some poor young souls with nothing but romance in their hearts. You know, they want to do
a desperate man.
Talk to somebody
like me.
John, please, like me. I don't know what you're talking about here. John, you said you're able to find out, like figure out and decipher who's a catfish and who isn't, right?
Well, no, okay, so here's why. Yeah, so here is where it goes to my story. So I matched with this attractive young lady, and
what was their name, and what describe the whole profile? Let's hear it.
I mean, like this lady's name is Stacy, apparently.
Stacy.
And yeah, she was just a cute looking girl.
Yeah.
And didn't have anything on her profile, which is like,
really?
Well, that's like 90% of all Tinder profiles. So I didn't think I didn't really think much about it.
No clever caption.
No.
Okay.
No, like a lot of people just don't put anything on their profile. Well, I mean, if you're a hot girl, you can get away with that, right?
Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who's hot can get away with a lot of things.
I guess so. Oh no, I forgot. She the only thing that she had on her profile was like her Instagram account. Yeah, apparently a lot of people are doing that nowadays.
Like a lot of fake profile accounts, or
no, there's like real people too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think they're real. No, I'm pretty sure they're real people. I'm pretty sure some of them out there are at least real people.
Did you click onto their Instagram profile account and just took a look?
So I actually messaged her on Instagram instead.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I saw her. Yeah. So I saw that she put up on Instagram, and I was like, all right, why don't I slide into her DMs and see if she wants to connect.
Yeah.
Maybe chat a little.
Yeah.
Find out a bit about each other.
And she did.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Okay.
So I sent her a message. I don't hear back from her for an entire week. So I completely forgot about her. Right. And out of the blue, she messaged me back saying like, yeah, let's chat and get to know each other.
The reason why it took a week is probably because the computer's trying to analyze the response, do some research into your profile, and it'd be like,
I don't think it would take a computer
analyzing
a week.
Response.
Yeah.
And then
no, she's probably going through like the thousands of people who are like,
probably going through.
I'm like just like 1,000 in line or something like that. That's why it took a week to get back to me.
It's just like taking a while. Like CPU working at like 100% right now. It's just like processing all this information.
Yeah. So this person like didn't message me back for like until like a week later. So that's why I didn't suspect anything at first, because if you're a bot, that doesn't tend to happen.
Usually quick responses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like the day of, a couple hours.
Okay.
A day later at most. Not
Right.
not an entire week, right? I don't know. Maybe this bot is playing the long con, you know, just really outsmarting, fooling people out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I end up talking to this person for like an entire day. And in the second day, I realized that it's a scam. But it was like, I was like completely fooled for an entire day. And I'm just like,
Right.
yeah, I feel like an idiot. I was kicking
What
myself.
did you guys talk about?
Just basic stuff, you know. It's like, well, I guess I don't really message people out of nowhere on Instagram, right? So it was like we were like at first asking like basic questions,
Well,
like
I mean, how's it different than, let's say, messaging someone on the dating app?
okay, because like on the dating app you can at least see their basic info, right? Their age, kind of the proximity of the
Right.
location and all that stuff, right? But like here it's just like you had no information, right?
Wait.
Other than what we look like.
Sorry, so you didn't tell her that you saw her from Tinder?
I did.
Okay.
But again, this was a week ago, right? I don't remember what I saw a week ago.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, I had completely forgotten about this person like at that
Okay.
point.
Oh, right, because you guys didn't did you guys match on Tinder? No.
No.
No, you didn't match on Tinder. You
No.
like saw. Oh, okay. I see why. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I skipped a couple of steps.
I see.
in the story
Okay,
there.
now that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I just
Okay.
saw a profile.
So the
messaged her on
conversation you
Instagram.
guys were having were very kind of basic.
at first,
and
you know,
okay.
like where you from, where you live, how old are you, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, nothing strange,
Okay.
out of the ordinary. It's like it felt like an actual conversation,
Right.
I guess. So yeah, like I didn't suspect anything
Okay.
for a long time.
Okay. And then.
And then it got to the point where I think I'm trying to remember how the conversation go because I deleted it like right after like I realized it was a scam, right? But I think the conversation kind of went like, I have a small favor to ask of you.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I have a small date favor. Would you be my date?
Yeah,
Just
no,
like,
no, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes.
Damn it. Would you like to
And
go?
then so basically, yeah, she like went to like explain like some story where she has to pay like some family members' hospital bills. So you know she wanted, money from me in
Right.
exchange for like a cam girl show. You know, like nudes and like
my
all that stuff, all
gosh.
that fun stuff. You know, and
Course,
like
of course.
yeah, and. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, okay, I'm listening. You know, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it for like a tiny second, and then I was like, all right, like this is ridiculous. Like,
Right,
yeah, like
right.
I'm deleting.
Yeah,
right
you'll be
now.
like, there's OnlyFans now, so I don't need.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. I'm like,
my
yo, if you actually had something to sell, you'd be on OnlyFans. And,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? So I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, there's no way this is real. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not happening. So just blocked her, deleted the whole thing. Just never want to see that person again. Probably a dude behind that screen. Who knows, right?
I mean, you never know.
Never know.
You really never know.
But I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that chance.
But I think so. It's not. You don't. I don't think it's a computer. It's probably like a real person.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say.
Are they answering your question specifically, and then they're asking?
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? It's like some questions they did a pretty good job answering about it, I guess.
Okay.
But then it was also like looking back, I did notice that the responses were also kind of general.
Generic?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's like, oh, nice. I like that too. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Look, I wasn't thinking.
You can try that next time. Just be like, yeah, like I really enjoy eating rhino feces.
Yeah.
And like that's something of a delicacy of mine and everything.
Right.
And they'd be like, I like that too. And then it's just test them. Occasionally I like to stab people, and then
Yeah. So next time I'll be better at testing them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll
Yeah.
be able to kind of.
I like to shit in people's mouths.
Oh God.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Well, okay there.
All right. That's how you know.
So yeah, I actually don't know if it was a bot or if it was an actual person.
Okay.
Like on the other end.
Fair enough.
It definitely had to be fooled.
Have you ever had someone who accidentally texted you?
accidentally
And then it made it seem like an accident, but it could be like a scam.
No, not that part.
No?
The closest thing I had to that was somebody matched with me on Tinder.
Right.
And then they matched with me because they thought I was some random person that texted their phone number or something.
Okay.
So they mistook me for another person that looked like me.
Okay.
You know, it's like, oh, great. Like, we all look the same. I get it.
And then the conversation didn't go further.
I'm
then?
like, well, so they're like, is this your number? I'm like, no. And then that was the last time I heard from her. I was like, yo, what the fuck, man?
They're trying to confront their stalker. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I don't know what the hell that was going on, but, you know, leave me out of that.
Yeah. So for me, I did get a message. So I'm pretty sure it's a scam, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know it's a scam. Let's be real here. But what they said was, I think they were asking about something about immigration to me specifically, and it was on WeChat. And I usually use WeChat as, you know, just like some fun social media to practice my Mandarin, but then also
Yeah.
you know, talk to some people on there who frequently use WeChat, right? So I don't really use it that much. And so they messaged me, they asked me about immigration, and I'm like, oh, I think you've got the wrong number. And
I
they
am not
said-
immigration officer.
Yeah, but then it was just a little bit weird because my work is somewhat related to immigration, right?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. So there's some, like, you know, we do have to like talk about IRCC stuff and everything. So, and I believe they're like a international student as well. So there's a little bit of just like, okay, but I'm in this industry. So who gave you this number? So I asked who gave you this number, and they said, oh, this person gave me this. Like, my friend gave me your number. And then
Right.
what she did was she then sent me a photo of her and her friend, and she's like, this is me and my friend. Like, she's the one who gave me the number, right? And it both happens to be like they're like two attractive looking like girls
Oh,
from
okay.
yeah, right, like they're two attractive looking girls, and then I was like, I see. She's just like, okay, and I'm like, yeah, you got the wrong number, right? And like, you know, I stopped it there, and then she was just like, well, you know, do you live in Canada, in Vancouver? So she's progressing the conversation. And I
Yeah,
said,
kind of get some more info out of you.
yeah, and I said, yes, I do happen to be from Vancouver and from Canada. And then she's like, wow, what a beautiful mistake. Just
What?
like,
What a beautiful mistake.
yeah, the fact that, like, you know, the happenstance that we're communicating. and
Oh,
she's
that.
like,
I thought she
you know,
meant Vancouver is a
no,
beautiful mistake.
she's
I'm
like,
huh?
no, what a beautiful mistake that, you know, you also happen to be looking at Vancouver. I plan to travel to Vancouver myself. And she's just like, maybe we can be friends.
Yeah.
Or something, right? Like, can we be friends in there? And I'm like, I'll have to see. I was just like, maybe. And I remember this.
See, I feel like you
conversation-
say that because you're not like the type of person who just likes to shut down people. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're like trying to be nice and polite about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where I just be like, beep.
I feel like they are an actual person. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is that I think what happened was I texted her. I took this conversation. I texted this to some of my friends, and they're just like, "Oh, what they said was, oh, I just want to see what happens, right? Like, let's see what happens. You know, there's nothing you can lose here as long as you don't give out too much information. Let's see what's going on." And I think that I'm like, and she said, "Oh yeah, let's be friends. Like, when I come here, like, you know, we can be a Canadian friend. We can like help each other a lot." And I said, "Oh, sure, I guess maybe."
Yeah, because you know you're such a very helpful gentleman.
That's right.
here.
Yeah.
This guy always is willing to help out, give a lending hand.
Always willing to help out.
That's right,
That's right.
man.
As long as we mask up. And then so what happened was, I think then later on I had something to do, and I believe I ended up ghosting her for a good month or so.
Okay, like you just
And-
didn't talk about anything.
Yeah, no, we didn't talk at
and,
all.
and she didn't reach out.
No,
to
she
you
didn't.
For anything. Yeah,
Which
because
is
she was
really
busy
interesting.
working on her immigration. To
Yeah,
Vancouver.
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like really waiting for it. But then
Yeah.
suddenly, I believe a month or a month and a half later, she said, "Wow, you were so rude." And she texted me that.
Okay.
And I said, "What?" Smiley face, wink face, and then she never talked to me ever again.
Oh,
I think
that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know. It's
I was like, holy shit, this good person's playing a long con.
No,
Like, I
no,
thought
no.
she was going to message her, hey, I'm coming to Vancouver
No,
in like
no,
a couple
no.
of days.
No,
I was like, holy shit, a month?
because I think she detected that I wasn't really too into it. Like, I wasn't very like, oh my gosh.
I mean, why would you be, right?
I mean, yeah.
You're just some random stranger.
I mean, I guess so, but I can see how that would work on people. Just be like, hey, oh wow, well, this is really crazy. Like, I'm this person, and you happen to live somewhere that I want to live.
Wow, is your friend single too?
Yeah.
Is she coming to Vancouver as
yeah,
well?
like this is me and my friend. Like, don't you know her? Like, this is us. This is me and her.
Yeah.
And then
like,
everything.
"Who?"
And it's like, wow, what a really great mistake. We can be friends. Let's be friends.
Wow.
Like, yeah, but
Yeah,
isn't that
man.
crazy?
Man, it's too bad I didn't go for it. It could have been like
Yeah.
such a romantic story.
I
right
know
there.
it would have been great. Like, it would have been one for the ages. You know, just like wow. missed
Yeah,
text.
if it was, I mean, if it was real, then yes,
Yeah,
it would have
yeah.
been one for the ages.
Now there was another wrong text that I got right at the beginning that says like it was, and I don't think it's a scam, but I think it's a very embarrassing situation for her. So
Okay.
she's just like, hey,
Different person, right?
different person. I remember I was a residence advisor at at university, and I was just doing my rounds and everything. Then I got this really long text, and basically it's like, hey, sorry, I got your number from someone. This is Becca, and I just want to say like thank you for that amazing party that you threw last night. Like I had a ton of fun, but hey, I just want to let you know like don't really take into account what Jamie said. Like she was just super drunk and
Right.
everything, and so don't take what she says with a grain of salt. Okay. So anyways, how you doing? And then I'm just like,
That sounds like a real person.
it sounds like a real person, and I just felt really bad because whoever gave her that number obviously didn't want her to either got the wrong number or maybe like
That's possible.
she got a fake number.
Yeah, also very possible.
She got a fake number from, but like I think she's messaging this person that she probably has a crush on. This is
Yeah.
a story I constructed in my head. Jamie is probably super drunk at the time. Jamie, she's like, you know what? Like Becca really likes you, and then just like, oh my god, Jamie, like what are you doing? Like don't say that. And then later on, it's a really embarrassing encounter, and then afterwards, she has to get the person's number to text her, be like, hey, thanks for the party. Just so you, FYI, Jamie is drunk. Jamie is one drunk person.
I like how you have the story all fleshed out.
That's
already.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. She's like, Jamie's a really drunk person, but then at the same time, like Becca likes this person, right? So she's like, hey, how's it going? Like she wants to slide into the DMs as well.
Oh wow!
And later
Now
on-
it's getting juicy.
Just to be greeted like, hey Becca, I'm really sorry, but you got the wrong number. It's from me.
Yikes.
So, but good luck. Good luck.
Yo, man, it's gonna be a chance to be like, hey, you got the wrong number, but
Good luck on your.
I'm also single.
What a happy, beautiful mistake.
Was it a 778 number or like the same area code or like
I don't
somewhere else?
remember. I don't remember. It was
Okay.
a couple years ago during the summer.
Yeah.
But it was just like, yeah, I could have been like, what a
Yeah.
beautiful mistake.
Yeah.
Was Jamie,
That would have been hilarious.
who the person holding the party, was it this guy? And then I sent a picture of
Yeah,
myself.
you sent a picture of yourself.
Hey! Can you, like, what do you, like, can you confirm?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I mean, I guess.
It would just be like, hey, you know what? I'm single too. It's like, you got the wrong number, but hey, I'm here for you now.
But yeah, okay. Okay, wow. Sorry, it may not be Zach.
Oh man,
but,
you missed out.
I did. I
missed
obviously
out.
missed out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
unlucky,
right.
unlucky.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
think about that.
Man, that's funny though. That's
Yeah.
a funny coincidence.
Yeah, that's right. I just feel so bad for whoever gave her that number. It just, oof. It was trolling her for sure.
It could have just be like the wrong number as well. Like I can
She
see
could have typed in the wrong number.
like yeah, like
Yeah.
anything could have happened in between that. Like I can see myself like accidentally giving out the wrong number.
yeah, that's fair.
I've probably done it before
That's
actually.
fair. I think usually, if I were to send somebody that I don't know or somebody new a text message, I would say, "Hey, this is this person."
Yeah.
I probably won't type that wall of text to reveal so much
Yeah,
at
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Maybe get some confirmation first. Be
Well,
like,
well,
hey.
usually I think if you really are committed to exchanging numbers, you usually message the person on the spot and make sure they get
Yeah, that's right.
that text.
That's right.
Yeah.
In case you get that wrong number.
Yeah, or the
and
fake
then
number.
or the fake number.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like, okay,
you'll-
let me just text it. It's like, oh no, I gotta go. Bye.
And then you'll
Where you
lose that person
going?
forever. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
Oh boy. So
Wow.
yeah, that just about sums up my experience with online.
That had nothing to do with online dating, though. I just realized. Yo, we are so off topic right now.
No, we talked about scams. Remember? We talked about scams and online dating. There's a chance a beautiful mistake could lead to a beautiful love story. You know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know?
All right. All right.
That's
Good
right.
fix. Good,
That's
good,
right.
Good fix. All right.
Nah,
all right,
good,
yeah.
good save.
Good
Good save. I don't know
All
what
right,
you're talking about.
I
But
approve.
no,
I
but
approve.
that is seriously the most intimate I've ever done with encounters with online strangers. You know?
Wow, really?
'Cause online dating is pretty much talking to online strangers, right?
It is.
It's pretty much the same thing.
So you're saying that's the most intimate conversations you've had with online strangers?
Okay, that's not true. That's not true. I did go on one date. I did go on one date on the apps.
On the apps?
Did I not tell you? I think I did, right?
I don't know. Refresh my memory.
Okay. Well, there's this one person who I think so there's a couple apps. You know, there's the holy trinity of Tinder, Hinge, and like what? Bumble? I think those are the three. Those are the three. The
Sure.
trinity. Yeah.
I don't know.
Then there's also a fourth one called Coffee Meets Bagel.
Yes.
And I think that one is more or less majority of those who use Coffee Meets Bagel, I think are Asian. Which is
Really?
very interesting.
That's
Yeah.
the one app I'm not on. I'm using the wrong app.
You are using
What
the
the
wrong
hell?
app.
Why
You
did
are.
nobody tell me this?
Did I not tell you?
Nobody told me. What the heck? Well, now I look like an idiot in front
It
of the
was also-
viewers.
it was
I've been
also-
using the wrong app for like all these times.
It was also on Dragon's Den too. I think that's how they
What?
pitched the idea of Coffee Meets Bagel. On
Oh,
Dragon's
on
Den.
Dragon's. Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like there was a Dragon's Den app. I'm like, no, what the fuck?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right. Well, I'm just gonna download this thing right now. But keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah, and it's primarily mostly Asian, and it's really interesting how it's basically the same thing. You know, swipe yes, no, whatever. There's a little bit more writing in their profile.
Wait. So we're talking about Coffee Meets Bagel, right?
Yeah, Coffee Meets Bagel.
Do you know what separates that app from all the other stuff? What's distinguishing feature? about
They like to use terms like
it? Would you like a bagel?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. How about we go?
Like today, so every day you'll get I think 10 bagels
Ooh, delicious.
to go through.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And then I assume that on the girl side, there's a bunch of coffee beans coming at you at full force. but
All right.
but yeah, and so so you just kind of say yes, say no, swipe through, and everything.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's basically what it is. And there's a portion that you can write, and then later on you will get matched together. If you get matched together, then there's an expiration date in terms of how long you can chat, right? And so I believe I matched. So here's my dating experience, okay? Online dating. For me, I always find it to be super exhausting. Okay, I just thought, oh man, this is.
Okay. What's exhausting about it?
It's just like the whole connecting with somebody, but then later on, I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't really connect with a lot of people. Maybe because my profile is just the worst. It's just terrible, absolute trash.
Like you don't match with a lot of people.
I don't match with a lot of people.
Sure.
Okay. So if when I do match with people, I'd just be like, oh snap, I just matched with someone, and then be like, all right, let's call in the team. The team is myself, really, but it's more like, all right, so I match with somebody. Let's review her profile. Let's take a look. I see she's into this, she's into that, and I'm like, all right, now it's like, okay, so I match with someone. Let's figure out the opener. So then, then you have to go through. You gotta consult. What is the best opener? What are we doing here? Do I want to
Are
see
you
something
consulting with
witty?
your friends or like what's going on?
Sometimes with friends, sometimes
Your-
with myself.
Your team.
Yeah,
Your A team.
Yeah, it's just sometimes with myself. I'm just
Sure.
like, all right, just getting ready. You gotta, make sure that
You sound like you're preparing to write an essay or something.
yeah, I mean, like you gotta match. you gotta match. Like this is what a match doesn't come. It's like what like I said, like the emperor from Mulan at the beginning. He's like a girl like that doesn't come in every dynasty.
Yeah, a match like that doesn't come every dynasty, right?
That's right. So
Yeah.
myself, I just look at it and I'm like, all right, match. And then I come in with this like great line. It's like really witty. It's funny.
Spend a lot of
It's
time thinking about it.
hilarious, and it's great. And I even laugh at. I sometimes just look back at it too, and I laugh out loud. I'm like,
All right.
You know?
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself.
And then I don't get it. Then I get ghosted.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that's exhausting if you're like already like mentally putting a lot of effort.
Yeah.
You're kind of like invested on
Yeah.
one person
That's
maybe
right.
matched with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just poof, never seen it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
no, that is okay, yeah, that is exhausting. I
Oh
agree.
man, and sometimes just
It's just because you like don't have the experience of like, oh yeah,
Going
like
through-
everyone is just gonna like ghost you or something.
going
like that.
through these things too. Yeah, exactly.
It's just something that you get used to.
Probably. I mean, I feel like if I did get more opportunities and more matches and whatnot, and then I can kind of be more used to it. But for me, unfortunately,
You're like you had that one shot,
Yeah, one shot.
couldn't miss your chance to blow.
That's right.
This opportunity only comes. Wait, did I screw that up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow. Cut.
You only got one shot, one opportunity. Okay, so that's what I think. That's what
thank
you're
you.
trying to go for.
Thank you.
And so, yeah, and so I finally got this match, and she was really nice. She's I think she's a high school teacher. She teaches home ec,
Ooh,
and
exciting.
we had like a pretty good conversation. But the conversation app wasn't syncing enough.
Right.
So I guess this is great because this gives me an opportunity to be like, hey, this app is really. I mean, I'm really new to this app. And she's like, I'm new to this app too, and I'm like, and it's kind of like syncing our conversations out. So do you mind, if you're comfortable, do you mind going over to WhatsApp, right? And she's like, yeah, no problem. And then through WhatsApp,
Oh,
we
it's
kind of
very smooth.
so smooth, smooth as
So
butter,
smooth, man.
just
Baby smooth.
and then bam, and then WhatsApp, and then we chatted there and
Nice.
everything.
Man,
And
that's the
then-
smoothest. That's the smoothest move I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Afterwards, I think it might have been her. She just suggested, hey, like, do you actually want to go grab coffee or grab dinner or something? And I said, oh yeah, sure. I think we had like a pretty decent conversation for about a couple days or so.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all pre-COVID, right? And so we ended up going to a restaurant across the street from my place, so which is great. I didn't.
Did you pick the restaurant?
I didn't pick the restaurant. I didn't pick the restaurant.
She picked it.
She picked it.
Okay.
But I have to say, she did give me some options.
Mm-hmm.
And the other options
Yo,
were...
it's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to give her options.
Yeah, I know, but
and
she
just-
seemed very much the assertive type. So
Yeah,
I was
wow.
like, oh,
yeah, that's
snap.
Yeah, you don't
perfect
you don't
for
meet
me.
girls like that every day. That's
This is pretty, yeah. So
Yeah.
like I said, these matches don't come along every dynasty, right?
definitely
So-
not. No, that was a special one right there.
Yeah, and so we end up eating at the restaurant, and she recognized me right away. I came back from work, so that was great because
Well, it's good
I'm
you
in
looked
like
like
a
yourself.
shirt.
Yeah.
I'm in a shirt, and
Yeah.
I'm in like work clothes and everything. So
Not sweatpants.
Normally these sweatpants, I would be more than happy wearing. This is why.
We know that. Yeah,
this
we
is why.
know.
So we get there and we talk, and it was a nice conversation, just like getting to know her and everything, and it was good. Unfortunately, I didn't. So right at the end of the date, she asked me, "So what do you think?" She asked me, like,
Oh,
she
yo,
asked
this
me-
girl is bold.
I know she is. She is.
This is a bold
She's
woman.
just like, so what do you think? Like, do you think there's a chance for like a second date? And she says, I think that we have like a good connection. And for me, I was just thrown off because I am a date virgin.
Get out of here.
I am. I really am. Like the first relationship that I had, we didn't really go on like a formal date, right?
Right.
So we kind of just like hung out together a lot, and then we just kind of, and then we just kind of got together.
Yeah. No. Wow. This is a very. No, I've definitely never heard about this.
Yeah, no, this is
a
my
very unusual situation.
Very first online date, and I just get asked, and which is good because it's good to actually cut through all that, awkwardness or pleasantries or whatever, and just go like, hey, are we gonna do this or not? Are we gonna, And I said, me being myself, I don't know.
You panicked?
Just
Like-
a little bit. Just like I don't like these kinds of questions sometimes, where it's so confrontational.
No, knowing you were probably like, sure.
No, I didn't want to lead her on. So what I actually said was, I did really have a good time, but I think I enjoy us being kind of like friends. And she was totally cool with it. And she's like, yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, you didn't feel like the romantic. Spark,
No, I
yeah.
didn't. I think just
Yeah.
our personality types didn't really go well together, I think. And
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like,
yeah, and so
that happens a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It happens a lot with like the girls that I meet too.
for sure. And I
Yeah.
just felt that, I think her style and my style is a little different, and I don't think she'll enjoy my style, and I don't, yeah.
No, I don't think you would have enjoyed her assertiveness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think so. I do like somebody who's a bit more assertive because I myself am trying to work on my assertiveness, and so having that good balance is always great.
Yeah.
And so I ended up, yeah. And I remember that, we talked, she did talk about, maybe she, she could take me to go grab ice cream. I remember whilst walking out of the restaurant, and she's like, oh yeah, there's some really good dessert places around here. And like, maybe next time I could take you to go there. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That'd be pretty good.
And you never saw her again.
Unfortunately, I didn't never saw her. Unfortunately not. I just didn't really have.
No, but it sounded like a really good
Conversation.
first date experience.
Yeah, no,
actually.
it was. It
yeah.
was.
No, that's great to hear.
Yeah. And,
Very like unusual.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, for someone who to just like for like a girl to take charge. Not saying like girls can't take charge. I think that's awesome. That's great, but you just don't really see that.
They usually expect.
The guys to make
gotta-
the decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the guy to ask ask like
Yeah,
how
exactly.
everything went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I just didn't expect the review to come so soon, right at the end of dinner.
Because I've never had a girl follow up with me like that.
Like
Would just be like, here, yeah, we were gonna go here.
the bill didn't even come yet. She's
Oh, really?
yeah. She's like
Wow.
She's like
because usually, like, because sometimes I ask that question too. It's like, oh yeah, how do you think? Like, what do you think about us too? Like, did it go well and all that stuff. But I do that like just at the end, so in case we need to run away,
yeah,
we can do that.
you give them an out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it was fun. It was nice just to get to know people and meet people.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a great first date experience.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, she was very, very nice. She told me she watched a lot of YouTube, and so
Yeah.
I did let her give her my YouTube channel account.
You did not.
I did tell her about my YouTube
Oh, okay.
account.
Yeah.
And my dead channel, with 4 videos to my name.
And if we had started doing this podcast earlier, you could have told her about this super cool podcast called The Average Asian Boys.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, I still have her number. Should I just? I'm kidding. I'm
Burn it up right now. We need all the viewers we can get.
But the next day she said like, "Hey, by the way, I watched all 3 videos at the time. At the time it was 3 videos."
Wow, that's a real fan right there.
Yeah, she said I watched all 3 videos, and honestly, I'm a person who watches YouTube all the time, and I think that your content's really good, and I would watch your content. I'm like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and I
man.
came up with that 4th video about 7 months later.
And now you still have 4 videos.
I still have 4 videos to my name.
Dude, bro, what are you doing, man? These are like, think about all those girls that you could be showing your YouTube videos to.
That is true.
And you'll be like, so your last video was
May 2020.
a year ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And you have 4 videos
yeah, yep.
in 4 years.
But you know what? It's coming. You know what? My video's gotta make a comeback. I'm plugging it in right now. Shameful plug. It's making a comeback. And
You also said you were going to make
It's
a
gonna
dating
be
profile
huge.
2 months ago.
That is true.
And you still have not done that.
But I felt like the dating profile. I'm still kind of in the midst of just kind of figuring out my life a little bit.
Yeah, surely making a YouTube video will be easier than making a
I
dating
think so.
profile.
I honestly think so. So I will probably do that. But that's kind of the extent of my. That's kind of the extent of my dating profile. Like I'm never one of the things I just hate putting up the profile pictures. I hate writing about myself.
Yeah, that's always hard.
Just like resumes and cover letters, right? Like I hate doing those things.
Yeah, I think it's just not in our nature to like really kind of like talk highly about ourselves. Right?
Yeah.
Especially like for me, right? I like to make fun of myself a lot. That doesn't really work in a dating profile.
It doesn't, eh?
No, sarcasm doesn't translate very well.
Really?
And
So you have to sell yourself then.
yeah, I have to like talk shit about myself, right? Like talk like I'm hot shit, and like that's just really not who I am, the type of person I am. So I definitely struggle with my dating profiles as well.
Bathroom selfie?
Oh yeah, the shirtless
Bathroom selfie? No?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
sell
a
yourself
great way
that
to
way?
never get matched.
Visual aids.
Yeah, check out my dad bod.
Do you get the nature pic? The nature out in the nature woods,
Oh yeah, so people think that I'm at least somewhat outdoorsy.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Look at me in this tree over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Look, I walked up this hill.
And then of course the ones with friends
Yeah.
and everything. The ones, but
Got to have a
like,
couple with the friends, right?
not too many with just girls, right? You can't have that.
Oh yeah. That was a mistake I made as well.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. Like I
Yeah.
heard that you just have too many girls. with
because
you.
like for me, like the idea isn't to be like, hey, look, I'm so good with girls. It's hey, look, I'm not a crazy psychopath.
That is
like,
true. I can
girls are okay to be near me. That's my
I
line
can
of thinking.
see that,
But apparently it
can
looks
you-
bad on
Can
you.
you describe the picture that you used?
It was me on like this one of my travel trips, right? I went on a boat trip with like with a bunch of white girls. I'm like, see, I'm like,
were you shirtless or you had a t-shirt?
I was wearing a sleeveless.
Did you have a sunglasses?
Yeah,
and
I
all
had
that?
sunglasses.
So you're on okay, all right. He's on a boat with sunshine, obviously.
Yeah, I
He's
like
on
to
a
have-
sleeveless
I like to have
shirt
fun.
with sunglasses and with
yeah, I
with
gotta
a bunch
protect.
of,
I protect my
with
eyes.
a bunch of girls in in their swimsuits.
Yeah.
In their swimsuits next to him. So if that doesn't say douchebag,
I don't know.
I don't know what else. I don't know how else else to describe it.
I thought it was. I thought
there
it goes
with
like.
his sunglasses, and he's just like, he's just like there with all these white women
I thought
around
it
him.
says like, look, girls are comfortable around me.
White women around
I
him.
am a man of culture.
And you say this is how this is safe, girls.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. Come be the seventh girl over here by my.
I got it's right outside. You know, I like being out in the sun. I gotta
Put a
protect my
A
eyes.
little arrow. It says this could be you to like one of the many girls that you can put around, and it's like, all right, match with me. Like that really screams like this is a romantic. This is
Honestly, that was the idea. That was the idea.
like romantic.
Like, look, I'm a safe guy to be around with.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not a psychopath.
Not a psychopath on
Yeah.
a boat with all these women. Look at me.
I totally did not pay these girls to be like in a picture with me.
No, but
No.
you couldn't use a different picture. It had to be one with a boat, and you're just like these.
It was a good picture.
I mean, of course, I mean, I can see how it can be misinterpreted for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
100%. We can
Yeah.
agree
Yeah.
on
No.
that.
Yeah. No. I got a good proper scolding from
Yeah,
a friend who
yeah.
went through my profile.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I have not made that mistake since.
Okay, that's good.
But I'm surprised to hear that you don't like putting pictures of yourself because you take pictures of yourself all the time,
I know, but
right?
like,
and they're decent pictures. Like,
most of
like most of them capture you very well too. Your selfie game is very strong.
thank you, but that's because I have a long arm and then like a good angle, and
Yeah.
then so it's useful.
Yeah, exactly. Mine are just like my eyes are closed like half the time. I'm just like, you know.
But I think it's the pictures that I post and whatnot, they're mostly just things that I'm making fun of myself. They're really that, or making fun of other people. that's like me. Like it's not the best.
Yeah. No, that's a problem that I had as well because I love taking pictures of me just being like an idiot.
Yeah, that's right.
Like just dressed up in like outrageous costumes.
That is
all that stuff.
Well, not the outrageous costume for me, but yes, that's right. You do have those.
Yeah, I have like one of me wearing a sombrero.
Yeah, right,
Next to
right.
my friend who's wearing a cow onesie.
Right.
Which is it's one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Yeah.
Doesn't scream sexy man.
No,
on,
it doesn't. But it screams
Tinder
fun guy.
It does.
Like a fun guy.
It does, but it might also scream crazy out of his mind. Has a loose screw or two. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten too much feedback about it yet.
Right.
Yeah. So I try to find some more normal pictures, but
I'm told normal pictures work.
Yeah, I just don't like taking pictures of myself.
Yeah.
Either, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not like photogenic or anything.
Don't worry, me neither, buddy.
Fucking bullshit.
What? No, it's true. What? Are you kidding me? If you look at this video right now, look at us.
Look at that great smile.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at my stern face.
It's because I've been working on this smile for work, really. no, but it's true. Like it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of photos that I look at myself and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like I prefer video a lot better. Like I like video because it just feels better. But obviously with these apps, a lot of it's just pictures, and I just don't like the pictures. You know?
Yeah, and the thing is, the reality is that most people are going to judge you on your pictures too.
Yeah,
right?
that is the reality.
And I have come to accept that. You know, as an average-looking person, you know, I'm just not going to be a big hit out there, and that's okay. All I can do is just try to find the picture that best represents myself.
Right.
And thankfully, I have been told that I do look like my pictures, which is a good start.
That is a good start. No, that is
Yeah.
good because apparently, I don't know. I don't have a lot of dating experience, online dating experience, but apparently
Yeah.
do you feel that a lot of people don't look like their pictures?
I feel like most people do look like
Okay.
their pictures,
All right,
but
so
I've
it's
been
not
I've
too
been like
overwhelming.
catfished every now and then. You know, meet someone
Catfished how?
like, you know, I meet someone and I'm like, I didn't recognize them the first time because I'm like, this picture doesn't look like you,
Oh,
right?
I don't think that's catfish.
No,
but
that is
like-
catfish,
is
right?
it?
When someone doesn't look like their picture, that's what catfish means, right?
Okay, I don't.
Right? Am I missing something here?
Maybe I don't
We'll
know.
Google after this
Again.
podcast.
Viscosity?
Yeah, that's a term of the day. Thank you to our viewer, by the way, for
Clearing up viscosity for us.
yes,
Yes, that's right.
yes, our viewer who happened to be a chemical engineer.
Yep.
Yeah,
Viscosity.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
So catfish.
yes. So anyways, that's what I think. I'm pretty sure that's what catfish means.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes I've met people who just didn't look like their pictures, and I'm like, oh well, I mean, I'm already here, so let's see. Might as well see what happens.
Is it a huge difference?
Not a huge difference.
Okay, it's not that bad.
I mean, they were still the same race, so that's a good start.
You know, not everybody's Michael Jackson, John. Okay, just like okay, just like not okay. All right, so okay. So in your experience, you know, do you enjoy that process? Do you enjoy this kind of process, or do you obviously prefer something else, or is it something because you feel like this is what people do these days and this is something you have to go through for online dating?
To be honest, I like the option that I know is the traditional option where you meet someone in real life, usually at a bar or a club, maybe like a house party when you're older or something like that.
Yeah, through friends, blind dates.
Through friends, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not a fan of that traditional route. I think just because I get more nervous about the thought of meeting someone in person, and then when I meet that person, I'm like, the first thing I'm thinking about is like, oh, let's connect as like friends, you know, to like see if we like to hang out with each other.
Right.
And then if it goes into like friendship, then I'm thinking, oh man, like I might like this girl, but we're friends, and I don't want to ruin that friendship. You know what I mean? Because we have something good going
So you
on.
put yourself in that friend.
I feel like sometimes I just dig myself into the friend zone.
All right.
Sometimes
You know, sometimes people say friend zone doesn't exist, right?
that's you.
Okay. That's not me. Because I'm like the most friend zone guy there is. Trust me. But like, no. But do you believe that there's no friend zone? I think that can be true. I mean, you can be.
No, there most definitely is a friend
If
zone.
there's a friend zone, you can definitely take yourself out of it really
oh
quickly.
yeah,
easily.
okay, I don't know about easily.
I mean, you just tell them how you feel,
Sure.
right? I think it's just a matter of. I don't know. These days, I learned that it's only awkward if you make it awkward. Because if you're worried that it might ruin the friendship, is because of due to that awkwardness, right?
Yes.
Unless that person really thinks that, oh, you only got to know them or you're friending them because you have ulterior motives. Well, that's not. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I feel that there, you know, there's. It depends. It really
Well, I feel like
depends.
there's more of like a case like when I was a younger person, right? I like, you know, if I may be frank, a lot of the times that I became friends with girls was because I was like attracted to them first.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, I want to like possibly go out with this girl.
Every
then-
friend?
Yeah, pretty much, more or less, right?
Okay.
Every like female friend that I
Oh, damn.
like knew
Okay.
as a younger person, right?
Okay.
Because you know, like the primary motive is, oh yeah, you know, I want to go out with this girl because she's hot, you know, and sexy and all that.
Oh
stuff.
my God. Young John was on the prowl. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah.
But then as like an older person now, I'm finding that that's not the case as
Right.
much. Like I actually want to get to know these
Get to
people
know
as
the
friends,
people, yeah.
and just
'Cause they're
friends,
good people.
No, yeah, they're like they're great. Awesome. I love hanging out with them, and it's just
Yeah.
like I didn't like. There's like a clearly drawn line.
Yeah.
and I'm just like I am not crossing that line because I have no desire to.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I find that older John, like,
I'm glad.
has more of that.
I'm glad that older John understands. Yeah. That you can just be friends, you know?
Yeah,
Out of-
for sure. But I think, yeah, it's just very hard as when you're a younger adult or like a college kid.
I guess so
because,
with
right?
like
Because you're just like,
hormones all over the place, puberty.
yeah, because you're just, you know, thinking about sex all the time. It's really hard to distinguish the friendship or like what you want as a friendship relationship versus more than that. I think.
Right. Okay. So back to the question.
Yeah, how did we get here?
I'm not sure. Do you enjoy online dating?
Oh, right. That was the question.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I totally went off track. Right. So I think I do prefer online dating.
You prefer it?
Yeah, rather than meeting someone in person.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just not confident approaching a girl and just like asking them out, you know, on a date and all
But
that
you've
stuff.
done that before.
I have done that, yeah, and I've shat my pants like trying to do that.
Yeah. Like I remember there was one time I think you were buying somebody something from somebody off Craigslist, and you bought something, and then you thought that girl was really cute.
Yeah, I bought a video game from her.
Right, and then
Yeah.
I think you texted her afterwards, right?
I asked
So you didn't ask her on the spot in person.
No.
But you texted
No,
her
because I chickened
afterwards.
out.
Okay.
Right.
But you
Well,
wanted
I mean, yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was more like I thought about it and I'm like, hey, what if,
Right.
So I texted her after I, bought a video game from her. I just said, I just asked her if she wanted to go out with me. Turned out she was engaged.
She was engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
which is understandable. That's,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's cute. Like,
I mean,
not a surprise there.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So that's fine. That's all right. See, it could still happen though. Maybe if she wasn't engaged, then it could happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't you recently go on a date where you didn't meet that person through online dating, and they kind of just like slid into your DMs and they just talked to you, and then you?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
organic things can happen.
No, but like that's still kind of like connecting with someone online, right? Versus like
yeah, but that's not online dating,
versus. Yeah, but what I'm saying like with online dating is like there's like kind of like a separation, right? You're not like you're not in front of that person.
But that situation is different than online dating, because that
Yes.
situation is just like a conversation between two people,
Yes.
but just happens to be on a platform.
Yeah.
And then you ask them out on a date, and then they said yes. Like, isn't that really like a cool? I don't know. I just think like, isn't that just like a cool thing that happens? Like,
Yeah,
it's just like
no, I like it was really cool.
Yeah.
I never thought I would experience something like that,
that's right.
and I'm very thankful for that experience.
Yeah, see that those. Oh, I would love that. See, that is
Well, maybe if you put out more YouTube videos so that people can see how awesome your videos are, and then they'll want to reach out to you and be like, "Hey, I saw your YouTube videos. They look kind of cool."
okay. My YouTube
Let's
videos
talk.
aren't that great, but they're okay. But also, my YouTube videos are.
Well, there's only 4 of them.
Yeah,
So.
sometimes my YouTube videos may look like like your boat video, like your boat picture, but with motion and voiceover and music. Sometimes it may look like that.
Oh yeah, and also like in your videos, you just like spending time mostly with girls too. So
Yeah, yeah.
If you thought a picture of me on a boat with a bunch of girls is bad, check out Ray's YouTube channel. Oh my god! Woo! What's that? You spent 2 weeks on a beach with some ladies. Woo!
Okay.
Damn. Yeah,
We
yeah.
enjoyed
Actually, that's not
poking.
gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, no, it's not the best.
What you got to do is you got to balance it out by uploading videos with you and the boys.
Yeah, you and me, John, we could do some
Yeah.
things together, and then I should upload those.
Yeah, like the average Asian boys podcast.
Right, that's right. They already have its own channel, though. But
Yes.
So you enjoy online dating? You really do enjoy that process? Then?
Well, I would say like I prefer on having the ability to reach out to somebody digitally
Okay.
rather than having to ask that person in front, because that's when I panic.
Okay.
When I'm standing in front of a beautiful woman and I'm trying to
So
like
you
ask
feel-
her out. I'm just like stuttering. I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm
I
like,
get that.
rambling a bunch of students. Like,
It's obviously it's easier behind this like wall, like this like
it's a
digital
lot
wall.
easier to just text, "Do you want to go out with me
Yeah,
on
that's
a
right.
date?"
That's right.
Versus actually saying that, out loud.
Do you?
For me, anyways, that is a lot harder.
Okay. I have a question. Feel free to answer if you're comfortable. Okay.
Sure.
You're doing these matches, you're connecting and everything. What's the percentage of those matches that you have that end up in a first date?
Ooh, man. Haven't really done a math. It's pretty low, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably like at most maybe 33%.
Wow.
The matches.
So specific. Oh yeah, 1/3.
Yeah, 1/3 of the matches that I get, I might end up going on a date with.
Maybe
them.
let's start. Let's go back another question.
Sure.
How many out of all the matches? What is the percentage of them answering back? This is a question for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to say less than 50%.
Less than 50.
Yeah. So I've got all these matches, which isn't that much to begin with in the first place.
Okay.
Half of them will never go anywhere.
Right.
And then out of those half of the people that I do talk to, I might go on a date with a third of them.
Okay.
So you can see how this is like a real slog here.
Oh,
you know,
man.
it's like, yeah, it's tough.
See,
it's not
like
easy.
A lot of like investing in something, investing, having those conversations, and then just like, woo.
Yeah, coming out with a bunch of bullshit to say, and then
Yeah.
like sometimes, and it just like, yeah, it could just lead to nothing.
But that is
which really
that is
sucks.
dating in general, right? That is the dating life in general.
It is. And for the most part, I've come to accept that.
Yeah.
I think the only part that really bums me out is when it looks like we have something good going on.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
recently, I was talking to this girl, and one of her prompts was like talking about like any interesting books that you have to recommend, right? And I was like, oh yeah, you should check out this book. It's called The Power of Habits or something. Oh no, it's called Atomic Habits. And this girl was like, oh my God, I have that book. And I'm
Right.
like, wow, that's so cool. What are the chances, you know? And then I said something else, and then she ghosted me. I was just like, I thought we had something else going on. No, I just told her, like another book recommendation I have is
Oh
this.
man, she must have
like,
hated that book.
maybe. It was
That book must have
fucking Twilight, man.
that book. That book must
Oh,
have either
yes,
killed
yes.
her dog or something.
Yeah.
that, like really just like triggered her
Clearly.
to a point where
I was
she had
just
to ghost you.
What happened? I don't understand. I thought we had something going.
It's like those virtual novels, like those dating virtual novels, like How to Fool a Boyfriend or something like that, where you know you're talking to somebody and then there's 3 options that you choose from. You choose
Yeah.
one option, and they're like, oh, like increase
Hearts
hearts
everywhere. Hearts everywhere.
and then you pick her option. The
Yeah,
next one
it's
is
just like, skulls and crossbones.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just done. There's one cross too many, John. You didn't
Yeah.
get the ending that you wanted.
Yeah. Actually, that is exactly kind of how I feel
Oh boy,
with the conversation dialogue.
You're just sweating as you're pressing which dialogue.
It's like, yeah, do I go for like the high risk, high reward response, or do I play it safe? You know, who knows?
okay. So those result in a date. Okay.
So basically, occasionally, I will end up going on a date. Is what I'm
Alright.
saying.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm currently on a bit of a dry streak right now. I'm not gonna lie.
that's all right. I mean, it is pandemic at the moment, so
Yeah. But I will say though, like one thing that has been a pleasant experience for me is, so you know when I became single and I started dating again, right?
Yeah.
I was still living at home with my parents, and I was like, oh shit, man, who the hell's gonna want to go out with a 30-year-old that's still living out with with his parents, right?
Right.
Turns out like a lot of them didn't actually mind, and these were like girls who were like my age or older, and they
Right.
like, you know, had like a pretty successful career and all that stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that never seemed to be a big factor. I mean, who knows? Like maybe it was, but it didn't appear. It never seemed to be a big problem.
Have you ever had any kind of crazy, outrageous responses or something that just went over your head in these conversations that you have?
You mean to the fact that I do live at home with my parents?
No,
or
just
in
not just like
general?
in general.
No, I can't really think of one at the
Okay.
moment.
There's one that asked me straight off the bat, like we matched, and she asked me, just want to know like what do you do? That was one of the first questions. She's just like, just want to let you know, what do you do? You know, I tend to want to know how much my partner makes because it could be complicated.
Yes.
And I said, and I just, you know, I just kind of straightened up and be like, oh well.
Wait, what are you,
know,
straining at? Like,
I don't know. I'm
you
just
trying
like
to look over at something.
no, I'm just straightening up, just like trying to be a little more confident. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this through text, but like,
Yeah, I'm confused, but okay.
Physically, I'm like, all right, time to.
Trying to show this girl who's boss.
Well, not like that, but more like just be like, oh, you know, it's a pretty decent job. It's like I'm a international recruiter for a pretty good university, so that's
Yeah,
just my
highly
job.
prestigious.
Yeah, that's highly prestigious. It's
Up
like
there
it's
with Harvard.
just being humble, you know, but then also just being like, you know, like, hey, like, I'm a working professional still.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, type that out there, press send. She's like, well, I'm a pharmacist. Just like,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
I make about 6 figures. And I'm just like, oh,
Do pharmacists actually make 6 figures?
I think so. Certain
I
pharmacists.
actually have no idea,
I
but
believe.
like I can see that.
Yeah.
But I just
And I was like, oh, okay, well, good luck. I was just like, well, that's fine. That's cool. And like,
Wait,
basically,
so like was she okay with?
no, she
the-
was not.
Oh,
she
okay.
was not.
Did you
She
tell,
wanted-
so did you give like a ballpark?
I didn't
or
even
what's
give her
going-
a ballpark. I think she just knew, like,
Oh.
oh, these people make less than I do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It's
I mean, yeah,
like,
you know, it's not your
But,
average.
but she didn't even really get to know the person. But I guess I can see. I suppose there's some kind of for some people, maybe they want someone who has similar income or something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can't really think too much about these kind of things. It's
Yeah.
like they want what they want, right?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
And that's the end of the story.
And that's fine. So I just even admitted defeat. Like it was just like my job is A, and she's like, well, my job is money sign.
yeah.
So and then like she didn't even say anything. I didn't say anything. So I'm like, okay, I understand. and I understand. And then I was like, I get it. And then she just unmatched me. I was just like,
Life is hard.
oof.
I think if anything, like the deciding factor, I think, or the factor that comes up more often as a deal breaker is that I don't have a car. I think, or like I don't drive.
Okay.
But I did get my driver's license recently,
You do have
so
a
at least I
driver's
have that. I'm
license.
halfway there.
Yeah.
But I have no plans to get a car anytime
I
soon.
mean, I don't think. Well, a lot of people kind of didn't even get their insurance this year because of the pandemic. So nobody's
good-
really driving anymore.
Good point. I don't know, man. Have you seen Richmond? Like all those Teslas running around?
Yeah, but that's. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
BC insurance is the most expensive in the country. So
Is it?
yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
ridiculous. Yeah,
Oh.
compared to other provinces.
Oh well, no wonder I'm
Should
not
be
driving.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? But like I said, do you know what people find really attractive?
What?
When you own your own home, you own your apartment. That is more attractive than having a
That's-
car, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Being
I would
owning-
say anyone like should rank having property over having a car.
Owning property in the most expensive places to live is a feat in itself.
Yeah, but you know me, like that's like the thing that I talk about the least. Except
Yeah.
I accidentally bought it up one time that I owned a place. That's the only time like when it
That's right.
happens, when it's like an accident.
What you know what you should do? You should actually bring it, accidentally bring it up every date.
Oh yeah, excuse me a second, just gonna go pay my mortgage at
Yeah.
the bank.
Yeah.
Just give me 5 minutes. You
Yeah,
know.
that's right. Like I just need to drop
pay
a
for
couple
my-
stacks for my mortgage. You know?
Yeah.
Just
No big
like,
deal.
Yeah, man.
No.
You just be like, wow, like these mortgage prices. just
No,
like-
but a lot of girls that I've met also have their own property too.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
just like,
okay, well,
fuck.
okay. Clearly, I am not at that level
I
yet.
mean, clearly, I just go after very like hard to get girls, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, good for everybody. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, no. So like, that's not a factor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends too, because like I have been dating a lot of older women as well. I think so. Obviously, when you're older, you have time to make more money and have a better career. So more likely chance that you are a homeowner.
Do you find that the dates are a little bit different with older women versus younger?
I think so.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more like the interaction with the older women is just like less bullshit, you know, less games, all that stuff. Like just more straight to the point. They respect. They really appreciate and respect like just honest communication, just being straight up, which is good because that's what I am,
Right.
right?
What kind of games are the young people playing?
I don't know, like, you know, like the texting and like not answering for like days kind of
Oh.
stuff, I guess.
Okay. With the older women.
Or you know, just pretending that they have different intentions than actually what they state, right? Like
Okay.
saying, "Oh, of course I want a serious relationship," when they just want to get laid, like that kind of stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's happening? Is that what the young people are doing these days?
I don't know if it's like young. Well, I don't know if it's a young people thing,
Okay.
but that, I mean, I'm just saying that's, you know, that's the kind of games that you can play, right?
Oh. Rough. I would hate that.
I mean, I imagine, yeah, a lot of girls out there hate that too.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, oh boy. See, just talking about it already just kind of makes
Are
me
you
go,
you're mentally exhausted
oh
already?
my gosh. And I'm someone who has quite a lot of energy. But
And you haven't been doing any online dating too, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're exhausted about.
oh boy, it'll happen soon. I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
too.
mean, you've really made it sound like a great place, John. As I say this
Hey, man.
sarcastically.
No, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't go in there expecting a great experience, right? But all we can do is just hope for the best, right? Because if you do something expecting it to suck, then of course it's going to suck,
True.
right?
Do you know a lot of success stories just from friends? Or right now your friend circle, in terms of their partners, do you find that there are more people who have met their partners organically, or more people who have met them online?
I think all of the people that I know have met their partners organically. Yeah.
Interesting
Can't
stats.
think of any
Interesting.
one that has met from online dating that are still together.
All
now.
right. All right. Okay. These are good. These are very interesting.
Yeah, very optimistic figures, huh?
Yeah, they
I
are.
mean, that's just me, right? Like who knows? I'm sure there's a lot of success stories out there, right? I mean, I have gone out with someone that I met from Tinder.
that is true. Like you ended up dating them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who also happened to know a lot of our mutual friends.
Oh yeah,
By-
that was
chance.
that was strange.
That's really strange. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you know like half my friends. What the heck? That was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that being.
And it was like, turns out I had like known this person as well, like years before,
just never
but I just never.
really.
Yeah, because you worked at the food stand that I like to frequent as a student.
Yeah,
So I probably saw her like every day.
Yeah.
And just don't remember
that's right.
anything. Oops.
I don't remember her either.
Yeah.
I mean, I also frequent that food stand.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah.
You know,
What a strange coincidence.
sometimes it's just you might not be looking at the time.
So what you're saying is you'll find someone when you're not looking. Is that the strategy that you're employing right now?
That is actually
You're
a
gonna-
very good piece of advice.
You're gonna look through one corner, and then the love of your life is gonna sneak up
Yeah,
from behind
that
you.
could happen. You know, sometimes
Just give you a little
Life-
tap in the shoulder from
life
behind.
can happen in a funny way where love finds you when you least expect it. I'm sure you've heard that before,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Or like
Like
love, you'll find love when you stop looking.
yeah, I've heard that before.
It could happen.
Yep, it could. I
really
see
could.
that as the strategy, the tactic that you have employed.
Yeah, the full-blown passive approach.
Yeah, just do not. Yeah, once I want nothing, I have everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's,
a very
it's
Buddhist-
finding inner peace.
Yes,
That's right.
inner balance, right?
Yeah, learned that
Yes.
from Kung Fu Panda.
Yes, great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Tons of advice. Tons of great advice.
Yeah, but I will say that, you know, overall, I do enjoy the experience of online dating. You know, just meeting all sorts of different people, having all these cool interactions, especially in like, you know, these times when you don't really get to see that many people. It's just nice to like meet someone new, honestly.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I
get to
agree.
know their stories, their background, hear all the interesting things that they've done in their life.
Yeah. No, it's always nice to meet people. Like, it's always really nice to meet just
Yeah.
people in general, just to get to know them.
Yeah,
Everybody has
and
a
I
good
think
story
that's
to tell.
the best. I guess that's the best attitude you can bring to online dating is just, you know, maybe don't expect to meet the love of your life, but if you are, you know, keen to connect and meet, you know, new people, I think, you know, you'll find that there's a lot of cool people out there.
Yeah, that is true. And with that advice, I guess, you know, that really concludes our episode. If you guys have any online dating advice, whether or not you prefer online dating or you prefer to meet organically, or if you're still looking for someone right now, you know, let us know. Send us an email, aaboyspodcast@gmail.com, if you know anybody who's had success with their online dating. And it's really, I think, definitely now more and more people, like I have to admit, more and more people are doing online dating. That is for sure.
Yeah, because you can't go out and meet people.
That is
right?
true.
Restaurants are closed.
And
Well,
there's-
indoor dining is like
And there's
closed.
less of a stigma to it too. I know before it used to be like, oh my gosh, online dating, what? That's so strange. But
Yeah,
now,
I think so. I mean, it's also just so easy, I guess, to do it
yeah,
nowadays, right? Because I mean, like, you know, Tinder revolutionized the whole online dating thing because all you have to do is swipe.
yeah.
So easy to do, right?
But wait, but before we end, but don't you feel that, you know, that is true? Like you're swiping through a bunch of these different people, and you're saying, you know, yes, no, or whatever. But don't you feel that people's attention spans or willingness to work out a relationship has become more and more shortened? Like their patience is shortened because they know that they have dating apps that they can fall back on, and like their phone, like, you know, like do you feel that people might work a little less on the relationship and be like, oh, we've dated for like a few months and I don't think we're good, and like, you know, I don't want to work on it. You know what? I have my pocket full of hot guys that I can swipe through anytime, and you know, thank you, next. Like, do you feel that might be kind of where we're trending towards?
I don't know if I have any comment on that because, you know, I just focus on myself, right?
Right.
And for me, I don't obviously think, oh, I have so much backup. If this doesn't work out, I'll just go to the next.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel that, but for girls, I think they get so many of that all the time, right? Like people, they get matches all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like so many matches.
yeah, like they're just like,
Yeah.
scrolling and
It's a
like,
matter of like, yeah.
where's John? Oh, I can't find him.
I remember I had this one friend, and she came from Quebec.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, online dating is tough. And she's like, oh, really? Like, I'm on Tinder too. And I was like, well, what did you write for your profile? She's like, oh, I just said
Nothing.
New girl. She's just like new to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Looking for friends or something. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
just like a volcano of matches coming through,
Yeah.
and super likes and whatnot. Right. And so
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely
like
different.
on their end, it's definitely
a different experience for them.
Yeah, for us, maybe we may not have a lot of matches. For them, they may have a lot, so they have a lot of options, so to speak.
I guess so. I will say, like, there's like a few things that I have, a few patterns that I have picked up,
Right.
like based on reading a lot of the girls' profile. So one of them is like, please make the first move, something along the line of that, which is surprising to me because I thought as a guy you are supposed to make the first move, right? Like, just traditionally.
I guess so, but traditions are meant to be outgrown, you know.
I guess I don't know. I mean, like as a guy who doesn't get that many matches, right?
Yeah.
If I see a match, I'm like, I'm making a move. I ain't sitting
Yeah.
around waiting for her to just float away,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've never. So I don't understand that. It's like, of course you would, as the guy, I would make the first move, but I don't know. That seems to be a complaint. And then one thing that is a heavily debated topic that I found is pepperoni on pizza. Yes or no? I don't really understand it.
Okay.
I don't care.
Interesting.
But that seems to be a very concerning issue.
I saw a meme where a lot of guys were talking about pineapple on pizza, not
Oh,
pepperoni.
Oh shit! Did I say pepperoni? Pineapple. I meant pineapple. That's what I meant.
Okay, pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Okay. So pineapple on pizza is a hotly debated topic.
Apparently. Yeah.
I don't understand it. I like both.
I like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, I don't care. If you like it, I don't care either.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the third one is which goes in a bowl first, the cereal or the milk?
Oh, cereal for sure.
No, milk for sure.
What?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna splosh things around, no?
No, because you put in the milk first, and then you put the cereal on top of it, so it gets like evenly soaked through. As opposed to if you put the cereal first, and a bunch of it just sits in the bottom, and then by the time you get to the bottom, it's just a soaking wet mess. I mean, like you do you, right? But but that's just what's logical for me. But
Okay.
I don't really care.
Right,
like,
right,
enough
Right.
to make it a big deal.
I think it's
about
just
it.
more like a joke kind of thing, just like a good conversation starter.
Maybe.
I think it's a good icebreaker, which is why people like to put it there.
Yeah.
And it's also because it's highly divided, right? You can maybe next time you can be like, I see that dress blue black instead of gold white. You
Oh
know?
my god.
Then that could also be something.
That
too,
drove
right?
me nuts.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard Yanni instead of Laurel. You know. You know. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do. It's just a good conversation starter.
Maybe, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the more extreme, I guess, deal breakers that I've seen, because like people will like post their stuff, right? I mean, like I think a reasonable deal breaker is if the person doesn't want children, they'll be like, I don't want kids, okay? So that's understandable.
Yeah. Right.
And then the one that I saw that was just like, that made me go, what the heck, is the girl said that her man must pee sitting in the toilet. And I'm just like, what the heck? Who does that?
How does she know? How does she know? I guess she can hear. Like, what is it? The moment she hears UP standing up, she's just gonna be like, "All right, get out, get out of this house right now."
Hey,
Yeah,
no standing up.
Yeah, get out of this house immediately.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
So that's one of the more, I guess, extreme ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
What an interesting
went off tangent again.
interesting journey online dating is.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to come up with more stories once I start jumping in there.
Yeah.
you know?
Once you upload your 5th video on YouTube.
Yeah, once I upload my 5th video on YouTube,
and then
one
once
at a time.
you
baby
create
steps.
your dating profile.
Yep, that's right. Then things will come together for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to the Average Asian Boys podcast.
Thank
today.
you. Thanks everybody, and don't forget to subscribe. Find us on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere where you can find.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Have it with your takeout meal because there's no in-restaurant dining now. So,
In BC, yes.
yeah, you can turn on the stereo or your computer and listen to us while you have your McD's.
And if you're doing online dating as well currently, good luck to you as
Yeah,
well.
good
Wish you
luck.
success.
Good luck.
And
That's
hope
right.
you find love.
Hope you find love. And maybe if you find me sometime, know that it's a struggle.
All right, have a nice day. Bye.